Obi-Wan, do you still remember what happened at the end of the last part?
No.
No? Something terrible just happened.
Yes.
Yes. What's the...
And
Yes. Anakin's mother was killed by the Tusken in Tatooine. At the same time, Yoda could feel the pain, the suffering, and the death because of Annie. And at last, Annie decided to slaughter all of the Tuskens, including men, women, and also the children. She brought his mom back and buried her. And he thought that the reason of his mom's death was because he wasn't strong enough to protect his mother. So he promised Padme and also his dead mother that he would become the most powerful Jedi and never failed again. Obi-Wan was in Geonosis, and he was tracking a bounty hunter called Jango Fett to droid foundries. And the long-range transmitter on his boat was knocked out, so he transmits the message to Annie, and he wanted Annie to retransmit the message to Coruscant. Obi-Wan told the Masters that the Trade Federation was taking delivery of droid army. And he found out that the Viceroy Gunray was the one who wanted to kill Padme. The Commerce Guilds and the Trade Federation pledged their armies to Count Dooku. And before Obi-Wan finished his talk, he was caught by Dooku. Dooku was once Qui-Gon's master, and he told Obi-Wan that the Republic, the Senate, was under the control of the Dark Lord of the Sith. And the reason why Jedi couldn't aware of it was because the dark side of the Force had clouded their vision. And the Sith Lord was called Darth Sidious. At that time, Dooku wanted Obi-Wan to join him to destroy the Sidious. In Coruscant, the Masters were discussing the solution because the Commerce Guilds were preparing a war, and they need the clone army. But the Senate wouldn't approve the use of clones before the Separatist attack. So they need to come up with an idea. They decided to give Chancellor the emergency powers to set up an army for the Republic. But who do you think would be the one to propose the radical amendment? Who do you think? Since Padme wasn't there. She was far from it. We'll find it out later. At last, since Obi-Wan was caught, Master Windu told Annie to stay where he was. But he and Padme decided to rescue Obi-Wan themselves because they are near to Obi-Wan. But when they get into the droid foundry, they were stuck on the conveyor belts, which was producing the droid army. So that was a breathtaking and exciting part. We can find it out later. And there's a part that I want to share, and I felt really touched. Annie was always thinking that her mother's death was because he wasn't strong enough. So he said, life seems so much simpler when I'm fixing things. Because as we all know, Annie was good at fixing. And he thought that he was a Jedi and he could fix every problems in his life well. But then Padme told him that sometimes there are things no one can fix. And I agree with it because when we really face the things that we can't deal with, what we can do was to accept and relieve ourselves. And when Padme heard Annie killed all the Tuscans, she told him to be angry is to be human. I think sometimes the madness might control our mind, and we might do something unforgivable. And I have a question for you. Do you think Annie's behavior was right to kill all of the Tuscans? If you think it's right, please raise your hand. If you think he did it wrong, please raise your hand. Okay, thank you. And I think I was shocked because Padme didn't told Annie that this was a wrong behavior. And because I think some of the Tuscans might not do anything wrong, and they just be slaughtered. And this was a question that we can find it out deeply. And that's all from me. Thank you.